It's an absolute honor to have Her Excellency Margriet Vonno with us today. And you are our first champion on ESG today. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. For those who don't know Margriet, she's very much at the forefront for championing causes aimed at making planet Earth a better and more sustainable place for all. So her focus on sustainability, water management and innovation has been a fillip for Singapore's ESG and climate change priorities. Her motto, she says, is to leave an organization more diverse than she found it.
Well, I'm a little bit overwhelmed after all the Zoom meetings. It's so nice to be in a group together, and also that I can address so many people, and many of you I've met before and worked with, and I feel very honored to be part of this community. One of the reasons maybe that I was nominated, because I'm very proud that I was the first ambassador to drive a hybrid car in Singapore. Because when I came here 5 years ago, I worked before for the Ministry of Transport in the Netherlands, where we had fully electric cars. I came to Singapore and they said, no, don't have it in Singapore. I said, what? Can't imagine that that's not the case. So 1 year later, I had my charger. I had a 25% discount by BMW, so I could afford it. We're Dutch, we don't spend a lot of money. But the one stuff is that I could have the car if I was going to present myself for a sort of photo op with BMW. Then my husband said, you are on Top Gear Asia, you're now important. So actually sustainability can also be profitable for yourself. One other stuff is that I love to work with local community, and I'm very proud. I've been working with Esther Annan, many of the local communities here, but also with touch community, people with a handicap. They've been drawing many hydrangea artwork, and if you don't know what to do, from Friday onwards you can go to Gardens by the Bay, where Dutch hydrangea are going to be exhibited. And if you want nice artwork, you can go for the silent auction for the local Singaporean artist. And I'm happy that I can unite people. But I want to finish with a story which in a way is very meaningful for what I've been doing. Because when I came to Singapore, I thought it was the urban Singapore, but my residence is next to Dempsey Hill, next to Botanic Gardens. And I'm very proud that I also discovered the rural Singapore. So I have a nest of spitting cobras on one side of the garden. If you have sulfur, they stay on one side and you are safely on the other side. We have the hornbills, we have everything in Singapore, but I've discovered a very small bird, which took me a couple of months to determine. It's called the yellow-vented bulbul. And after a couple of years, we grew connected to the couple that was there, and they decided to hatch in my front garden next to my front door. So they started off in March, built a nest, had 2 eggs, 2 chicks hatched, and then 3 days later they were gone. And I saw a squirrel with one of them. So, we have a lot of unconscious bias. I thought squirrels were very cute. Now I think they're predators. But anyways, the birds tried again in another tree next to my front door. Again, 2 eggs, they hatched, and after a week they disappeared. I don't know the culprit, but I was devastated, and so were the parents. But 3 times a charm, they decided again to, this time 3 eggs, all 3 chicks hatched, and then 3 days later they were gone. And it was my favorite bird, the black-naped oriole, which is actually also a predator. So, you thought it would be a happy ending, 3rd times it's the charm, but it's not. But my happy ending is that this morning, I saw a new egg. And although the breeding season officially is finished, they are still continuing. And I think that's what I need and you all need, because it's all about our human behavior, and we will only get there when we make a difference. And like in Farrer Hospital, I only go to an event if they serve the stuff in a green way, if they don't use plastic and stuff, because our paying power is quite powerful. And lastly, what I need for myself is to energize, to meet up with other people like yourself and to feel we're not alone, we're a global power and we're going to succeed for ourselves and our children. Thank you.
Thank you.